reality of wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
He's 15 feet in the air. Brian takes him up top. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Will testify.
Oh, connect flush.
Look at you, dig that. Boom.
Welcome to the reality of wrestling at Summer of Champions 3. Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore and the Row Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. Gino has been stripped of the reality of wrestling heavyweight championship. More than a year undefeated. It's all over, Brad Gilmore.
Well, he's still undefeated. He was unjustly stripped of that championship by Booker T.
He didn't defend the title when he was supposed to. He hasn't been handling himself like a champion.
His finger was broken. Have some compassion.
Well, let's talk about what happens now. JJ Blake and Evan Snow, the brand new reality of wrestling ranking system, has placed them number 1 and number 2 respectively.
But you know who number 1 is? That's the Dynamite Adonis, JJ Blake. They should just give him the championship. Just hand it over to him.
Just give it to him.
He's number 1. He's number 1 in the rankings, and he's number 1 in my heart.
Well, number 2 is Evan Snow, who can equally be number 1. And those two will face each other next week for the reality of wrestling heavyweight championship. Unbelievable. But we also have to talk about Rob Barnes, who makes his triumphant return this week in our main event.
I wish Rob Barnes would use his old noggin, because he shouldn't be returning to the reality wrestling ring. He had to sign a waiver to compete in this match.
Well, that and so much more is here to come this week on another edition of Summer of Champions. The reality of wrestling starts right now.
His opponent from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 300 pounds, he is the thoroughbred, Sean Studd!
Here he comes, TP, the thoroughbred, the second generation giant, Sean Studd. Different attitudes lately, TP, and I think it's an attitude that's gonna make him a winner here in reality of wrestling.
It's hard to argue with that. I haven't exactly been a fan of what we've been seeing from Sean Studd in terms of the way he's been conducting himself outside of the ring. But inside the ring, he has been more impressive than ever here at the reality of wrestling. The second generation giant, the thoroughbred, Sean Studd in action this week on the road. And we want to remind everyone at home, still to come in our main event this week, the return of Rob Barnes.
That's right, Sean. I don't know who you are, kid, but you drew the short straw tonight. Oh!
What a presence Sean Studd is. Oh my goodness!
Boom!
From a seated position, a choke slam. Absolutely academic.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Sean Studd!
I believe Sean Studd, you know, the Olympics just passed Brad Gilmore. I think he just set a world record for fastest match.
You don't need a photo finish for that one. The winner was clear.
You people see this? You people see this? That's what happens when you tell the thoroughbred to wait. That's what happens when you tell the thoroughbred to get to the back of the line. No one in that locker room deserves a title shot more than me. No one. Do people know who my father is? A WWE Hall of Fame legend. And I'm getting sidetracked to the back of the line. I'm the thoroughbred, Sean Studd, and I'm sick of waiting.
Sean Studd, not a happy camper.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Brad Gilmore, don't make him angry.
Sean Studd said no one deserves a championship match more than him. And I tend to agree with him.
What's up, guys? It's Booker T, the president of Reality of Wrestling. We're going to be taking a little vacation, me and the Queen, Charmel. But got something special for you guys. I got a very special guest that's going to stand in for me. We can call him the general manager for one night. I hope you're ready because I know you're gonna love it. It's gonna be good.
Alpha. Bravo. Alpha.
In today's society, you're taught and you're expected to stay in your lane, to ensure safety and security to the said leader, to make sure that said leader makes it to the top and stays at the top. But what happens when that said leader can't help you excel in your career? What happens when that said leader can't help you give back to your community, provide for your family? To maintain yourself in a supporting role of a feeble leader like that is beta material. Me, I'm an alpha. I will give back to my community. I will support my family, and I will go down in history as one of the best performers in this business. Are you beta or are you alpha?
Hey Gina, so you didn't respond to my phone calls last week, and I was just trying to celebrate with you, because I won the title and you're my best friend, and I was just trying to see, I had an endless amount of food, and, we were playing video games.
I don't want to celebrate with you. You just don't understand.
But it's my birthday.
You know, Show House of Hardcore, you come out here tonight, you're wasting my time. And I always said a long time ago, you gotta represent yourself in the ring as well as out of the ring as champion. And guess what, son? You're not doing that. So tonight, being the president, owner, CEO of all this here, I got the power to strip you of this right here.
What? Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Now you, wait a minute. I can do whatever I want to do. Now you and this clown right here, get y'all up out of my arena. Now!
What? El Capitan, no more Brad Gilmore!
What is going on here?
We have breaking news if you are just joining us here on the Reality of Wrestling. The party is over. Gino has been stripped of the Reality of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship by decree of the boss man himself, Booker T.
For what? For what? The man is legitimately injured, Book. He's legitimately injured.
Lo que pasó esta noche es una vergüenza. Booker, growing up, I looked up to you, Booker. You were some type of mentor to me. You were the only person that Gino would listen to. ¿Y qué me haces? What do you do to me? You take away what is mine. You take away mi campeonato. Pero esto no se va a quedar así, Booker. Esto no se va a quedar así. Porque nadie me puede tocar aquí. Nadie puede tocar al intocable. You cannot touch me, Booker. Not even you can touch Gino. Muy pronto vas a ver que yo soy el intocable aquí. Porque yo soy el fino, divino Gino, él.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chris Russo. Last week here in the World Gym Arena, and quite possibly one of the biggest shockers in Reality of Wrestling history, Booker T stripped Gino of his Reality of Wrestling championship and has ordered a number 1 versus number 2 contenders match, with the winner becoming the new Reality of Wrestling champion next week. The gentleman joining me here very shortly, he is ranked number 1 in the Reality of Wrestling and will be competing in this match next week, JJ Blake.
Ranked number 1, baby, number 1. I'm number 1, me. Let's name things that are number 1 in Texas.
Heat?
No. No. They ain't number one in that.
Football.
Football? Who? The Texans? Nah. The Cowboys? Nah. Hey, let's try college football. Come on.
Texas did pretty well.
Who? Them dummies at University of Texas? No. Nothing in Texas is number one besides for me. I'm finally bringing some notoriety to Texas, to reality of wrestling, because I am number one. And I am from Texas because Texas absolutely sucks. But to the point, I'm over here going on a tangent. East No, number two. JJ Blake, number one. I'm a win. Champion. Road champion. Next road champion. The longest reigning road champion. It's going to happen. It's going to... Oh man, you see it? Look up. Where's that? You see it? That long championship reign for years. I'm gonna be an old man when I'm done. I'm gonna just give it up. They're gonna get me when I'm 50. They're gonna get me when I'm 50 if I don't just say screw it and go somewhere else. It's nice talking to you, Chris Russo. Remember, I'm good, I'm great, and I'm dynamite.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Alex Villarreal, representing La Familia, at a combined weight of 430 pounds, Aiden Cristiano and Jonathan Vega.
Well, here they come, Brad Gilmore, La Familia. I saw them pull up to the building earlier today in their lowriders. You were once again trying to get an Instagram photo with it.
TP, I was invited. They asked me, would you like to take a selfie with the car? I said, absolutely.
Somehow I don't believe you. Aiden Cristiano and La Familia.
You know, TP, you should never mind. I don't even want to waste my breath. This is La Familia, the Summer Champions.
Really? You're not going to waste your breath on me? Thank you. Allow me to be the first person to thank you for that. You can lay out the whole match if you want. All right, here we go.
Their opponents making their way to the ring. At a combined weight of 410 pounds, the team of El Mascara and Cyrus.
A few weeks ago here on the Reality of Wrestling, El Mascara and Aiden Cristiano had quite the encounter, which ended with them tearing his mask off and
revealing his Scandinavian heritage.
Give me a break. There's nothing Scandinavian about him. He's from Mexico. Come on.
Yeah, and I'm from China.
The Mascara has brought a friend along. It's Cyrus. These two have toured all over South America.
Apparently Eastern Europe. You really think these people are from Mexico?
No, I don't think they're from Mexico. You're right, Brad. He's from Scandinavia.
Thank you, finally.
That's exactly where he's from. He looks Scandinavian.
He sure does.
He's wearing a mask. What gives it away? He's wearing a mask.
We saw him rip up the mask last time. Come on, TP, you gotta be smarter than that.
El Mascara has made a career for himself wrestling in Mexico. It's his roots. It's where his family lives.
Oh, come on, TP. You can let people think you're an idiot. You don't have to open your mouth and prove it to them.
Will you please call the match?
All right, Jonathan Vega versus El Scandinavian.
Nice roll up here early on. Reversal, another roll up. I guess he learned that in Scandinavia too.
Oh,
swinging neck breaker, nicely done by El Mascara.
Oh, wow. Jonathan Vega and La Familia taking a breather. Regroup.
Jonathan
Think about
Vega
it. Strategy.
needs it.
He didn't need it. He just wants a strategy. Strategy session.
Yeah, strategy session, yes.
Hey, no ref, don't count. There's a timeout. Timeout.
There are rules in the match, and one of them is you have 10 seconds to get back into the ring. He now has 5 more seconds.
He called a timeout, though.
There's no crying in baseball, Brad Gilmore, and there are no timeouts in professional wrestling. Aiden Cristiano now, who disgraced the family of El Mascara. And quite honestly, disgraced the tradition of lucha stars all over the world a few weeks ago on this program.
I'm glad you said all over the world, because he is from Scandinavia. Glad you corrected yourself there.
Handspring, nicely done from El Mascara. Aiden Cristiano believes he has a point to prove here regarding El Mascara. I think perhaps it's a bit of professional jealousy, to be honest with you.
What should he be jealous of? Aiden Cristiano's a former tag team champion.
Senton over the top cover here, 2, and a kick out as Cyrus makes his way into this action now. I want to remind everyone at home, still to come, the return of Rob Barnes this week on the road.
You know what I was thinking about this, TP? These luchas, they're just scared. They're afraid.
Oh my goodness, incredible maneuver off the top rope. Kick out at 2, and Cyrus making his introduction to the Row Nation.
These guys are scared and afraid because they have to hide their faces. Aiden Cristiano, La Familia, they're not afraid of anything.
Another incredible reversal there from Cyrus. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg, lateral press, just a 2 count.
Just a 1 count, TP.
Afraid?
They're afraid. That's why they wear masks. They're not superheroes.
Have you ever heard of something called tradition? Do you even know what that word means? Tradition?
Yeah. Traditionally, I'm trying to look someone in the eye when I'm talking to them, but they're wearing masks because they're afraid to look at me in the eye. They're afraid to look anybody in the eye. They're probably too ugly. That's why they hide their faces.
Give me a break. Reversal here from Cyrus again. Oh, looking for a head of steam. Jonathan Vega makes his presence known, and Cyrus returns the favor. Aiden Cristiano, though, forearm to the face.
And there's a tag to Jonathan Vega. La Familia wearing Cyrus down. That's right, put the boots to him.
There's more Reality of Wrestling still to come. Don't go anywhere. More Summer of Champions 3 in a moment.
Whoa, man.
Devastating knife-edge chop as La Familia takes control of this matchup. Aiden Cristiano has built a very strong family. And they are firmly in control of this matchup right now. Jonathan Vega. Nice suplex. Cover. 2. And a kick out from Cyrus. Cyrus needs to make a tag to El Mascara, as La Familia have cut this ring in half right now and are firmly in control of this matchup.
Aiden Cristiano.
Cover here. Cyrus in trouble. Kicks out at 2. Those closed fists are not legal. One shot after another. Oh, my goodness. Aiden Cristiano is no stranger to dangerous factions. We know his history in Team International,
where he won Reality of Wrestling gold, by the way, TP. Talk about have some respect. Have some respect for Aiden Cristiano. This man's a former champion. What have the luchadors ever done? What has El Mascara or Cyrus ever done here in Reality of Wrestling?
El Mascara has a prestigious career in Mexico.
Yeah.
You should look it up. It should be in your notes if you're doing your job.
Are we in Mexico? Huh? No. We're in Texas City, Texas at the Reality of Wrestling. I don't care what he did in Mexico or Scandinavia. What has he done here?
Nice reversal again from Cyrus, but he needs to make a tag. El Mascara chomping at the bit. Tag! Here comes Jonathan Vega! Here comes El Mascara!
Oh!
Like lightning in a bottle! What a backbreaker! Oh! Absolutely devastating backbreaker! Cover hooks the leg!
Cristiano there.
Broken up by Aiden Cristiano. El Mascara just a second away from getting the victory.
Hey!
What a drop kick from Cyrus!
He's not the legal man. Get him out of the ring.
Oh my goodness! El Mascara using his body,
hey,
like a human cannonball.
What are you doing? Action's inside the ring.
And Cyrus now.
Oh, that's right. That's what you get for trying to be flashy.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Oh, come on! Reversal from Cyrus. Oh my goodness! From up top, El Mascara with the victory!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, El Mascara and Cyrus!
El Mascara with a shooting star press from Mexico to Houston, Texas, and he gets the victory! We have to go back and take a look at this replay, courtesy of Walker, Texas lawyer. El Mascara, like a human cannonball, sacrificing his own mind, body, and soul. And then an incredible shooting star press from the top rope. And El Mascara and Cyrus defeat La Familia.
He has no soul, TP. He left his soul in Scandinavia.
Summer of Champions. What does it take to become the champion? I like to think that it takes a champion to become the champion. Someone that says what they're gonna do and does what they say. Someone that does whatever it takes to make their dreams become a reality. Not someone that talks about what they're gonna do, or someone that talks about how good they are, or someone that talks about how they're the best. That's not how E. Snow flies. E. Snow lets his actions in the ring prove why he's the best. While everybody else is walking around trying to keep it 100, E. Snow keeps it 1,000, because a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Let's go. Camera's on. Let's go. You're going to put this right here. You're going to look at this championship, and then you're going to look at me, because I have some things that I need to say. I got some messages that I need to send out. You got me?
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Rex Andrews, and I'm a man of my word. I said after Summer of Champions, I would still be the television champion. I said I would beat Brian Keith. I said I would be the last man standing, and here I am. Brian Keith, I want to tell you, last week you gave me the fight of my life. I've never fought someone with more heart, more determination than you showed me last week. And I want to tell you all this in person, but you're not here. Here I am, ready to defend my championship, ready for any challenge that comes my way. Which brings me to the Reality Wrestling Management. Booker T. See, I get it now. I understand. All the multi-man matches. You coming out in the middle of a last man standing. We just give Brian Keith one more chance, right? Because I was never supposed to be champion. Because you don't want me as your champion. You have your little highlight video to open the television show, and the television champion can't make it, huh? Can't be any more obvious. But I find a way to win. I find a way to succeed. I'm a champion by my own doing. So anybody you want to take this title from me, you send them my way, and I'll knock them down one by one, just like I've been doing. And for anybody else in the reality wrestling locker room who thinks they have what it takes to take this title from me, here I am. Come and try me. I'm done.
Watch out, watch out! Oh my good
Belly to
Lord.
back suplex. Number 2. I think Kid Ransom, look out! Overhead belly to belly suplex once again. Mitch Baxter just punched a one-way ticket to Suplex County.
Oh!
Mitch Baxter reversal here. Oh, wait a minute, he's got the tights, he's got the tights, come on!
Yeah!
Mitch Baxter had a handful of tights.
Your winner, Mitch Baxter.
The world's most interesting wrestler, Mitch Baxter, courtesy of a handful of tights. And wait a minute, the Pride's got something to say about it. My goodness. The Pride.
Well, that's not very sportsmanlike,
just
TP.
beat the living daylights out of Mitch Baxter.
Well, now Kid Ransom and the Pride are having it out.
I gotta talk to you, Hoss. What was up with last week? Calm down.
Using aggression against the wrong person.
What are you doing that for?
Calm down, kid.
Calm down.
Look at this building.
I see this building.
10 years we've been here. 10 years. You don't let some punk like Mitch Baxter come in here and do that to you? Disrespect you? No. Things like I did? Things like I did, kid, should be done like that every time you're in the ring. In the ring, you show aggression. That's what you need to do. You're using aggression against the wrong person. So calm down. Let's go have a beer and talk about it.
All right, let's go grab a beer and talk business then.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome back to the Reality of Wrestling, Rob Barnes. Rob, 6 months ago, we witnessed you incur a devastating neck injury that sidelined you here up until today. Your recovery has been really nothing short of miraculous. And to come back to the Reality of Wrestling, you have personally requested to fight against Gustavo Mendoza. We heard earlier from Gustavo saying that you're biting off more than you can chew here in your return match. Is the neck 100% healed up, and are you ready to take him on?
You know, Chris, I've heard the rumblings, and it's nothing new for me. Even my father, Big Bad Bruce, was saying, maybe you should take this first match a little easy. Find someone a little easier. The management said, we got some trainees in the back. We'll give you a trainee, someone new, someone fresh face, and you can just go out there and get yourself comfortable again. That's the easy way, Chris, and I've never been one for the easy way. It wasn't easy coming over here from Australia, so why would I take the easy route now? As you just said, I have been out for 6 months. And I've sat back every single show watching great talent come in here, guys outperform anybody in the country, anybody in the world. I realized that when I get back, if I got back, that I needed to step it up. I needed to step my game up. I needed to light a fire inside myself. So to take the easy route, I can't do that. The reality is that I am happy to take the hard route. That's why I chose Gustavo Mendoza. He's a great talent. Former Row Heavyweight Champion, just like me. And if I ever picture myself as being Row Heavyweight Champion again, then I'm going to come back from this injury full guns blazing. So the reality of Rob Barnes tonight is I'm getting my first victory back here at Reality of Wrestling. My neck is good to go, and Rob Barnes is ready to fight back.
This week's episode of The Reality of Wrestling is brought to you by Hilton Furniture, Let 'em Have It, City Ambulance Service, and Walker Texas Lawyer at walkertexaslawyer.com.
Welcome back to The Reality of Wrestling. Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for the row. And Brad, can you believe it? Next week, we're going to crown a brand new Reality of Wrestling heavyweight champion.
And it's going to be J.J. Blake, the Dynamite Adonis, the #1 ranked competitor in Reality of Wrestling.
Well, J.J. Blake will face East Snow next week in our main event. But this week in our main event, Rob Barnes returns from injury to face Gustavo Mendoza. What's going to happen in that?
What's going to happen? Rob Barnes drew the short stick and has to come back and return against one of the most devastating competitors in the history of this company. We're going to see what happens.
Well, Rob Barnes returns to the row right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Rubio. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 230 pounds from the Isle of Cuba, Gustavo Mendoza.
Gustavo Mendoza, flanked by Rubio and X. We don't have to read this man's resume.
But I will, TP. He is a former Reality of Wrestling heavyweight champion. He was the leader, the mastermind behind Team International. He's one of the most devastating competitors we've ever seen here at the Row. He is Gustavo Mendoza.
He's also sick, sadistic, tormented.
Stop complimenting him, he's blushing.
This is your main event this week on The Reality of Wrestling, and make sure you use that hashtag SOC3, hashtag RowOnCW, as our special month-long coverage of Summer of Champions 3 continues right here on the CW.
His opponent, making his Raw return, weighing in at 93 kilos, from Sydney, Australia, Rob Barnes.
Rob Barnes is back in the Reality of Wrestling after facing what many believe to be a career-ending injury. He persevered. He never gave up. And this week on the Row at Summer of Champions 3, Rob Barnes does what many thought he could not do. He steps back into active competition.
Yeah, we're all impressed. I wish he would have stayed in Australia.
There was a time when Rob Barnes would give you the flag every week, Brad. What happened?
Well, he stopped.
What happened between you two?
He stopped. And I unfollowed him on Twitter.
We've seen Rob Barnes recently on the Reality of Wrestling training, getting ready for this moment. I had a unique opportunity a few weeks ago to talk to Rob Barnes about his return to the Row. It has been a long journey for Rob Barnes, who suffered a devastating neck injury. But he is back, and he is facing Gustavo Mendoza in the main event.
Well, that's quite the way to make your return, by facing one of the most devastating competitors in the history of the Reality of Wrestling. Well, look here, though. Look at this. Gustavo Mendoza trying to work on that neck. That was the injured neck that kept Rob Barnes out of action for several months.
Definitely will be part of his plan, you have to imagine.
Oh, look at that. Rob Barnes.
Gustavo Mendoza is many things, but he's also a student of the game, and look at that, he's sending a message. Sending a message right there that I am going to undo all the progress that you have made, Rob Barnes.
Rob Barnes may have come back a little too early. He actually had to sign a waiver to compete in this match here tonight.
You talk about Gustavo Mendoza being a former Reality of Wrestling heavyweight champion. Rob Barnes is as well. A battle of two former champions in our main event this week from Summer of Champions 3, presented by Walker Texas Lawyer.
TP, what do you think Rob Barnes' mindset is here tonight, aside from stupidity?
Springboard missile drop kick from Rob Barnes. His mindset, win, baby, win. Hooks the leg, cover 2, and a kick out.
Oh, you mean win, mate?
Good point. Oh, look at this, Rob Barnes looking for a boomerang bomb right here.
Rubio.
Rubio on the apron, making his presence felt. Of course, it was only a matter of time before the numbers game came into play here. And Rob Barnes, oh no, shoulder first into that post.
Almost took the turnbuckle off with him.
And when Rob Barnes was dropped on his head unceremoniously that led to that severe injury, he lost feeling in his arm for some time.
Well, you gotta imagine, TP, that arm is not fully rehabbed. Rubio putting a little extra.
Oh no, come on, come on.
Oh!
On a knee to the head.
Rob Barnes looks like he's out.
Gustavo Mendoza goes for the cover here, lateral press, center of the ring, 2. Muscle memory kick out from Rob Barnes, hard to believe.
Stupidity.
He knew where he was, it's not stupidity.
Stupidity. Idiotic.
Rob Barnes has the heart of a champion. If you knew what Rob Barnes went through to get back to the reality of wrestling and make this return in this moment, you'd have a little bit more respect. Cover here, 2, kick out from Rob Barnes.
He might have the heart of a champion, but he's got the mind of a dog. He's just all speed ahead. Oh, let me get back in the ring. I don't care that I almost broke my neck.
Don't touch that dial. Reality of Wrestling rolls on after this break.
Coming out here signing a waiver when he's not fully recovered.
Reversal here, Rob Barnes, suplex. Both men down. This is your main event this week on the Row. More coverage of Summer of Champions 3 is coming at you.
Oh, whoa, hey now. Watch that closed fist.
Rob
Come
Barnes
on, ref.
Fired up. He's waited a long time for this moment. Scoop slam, perfectly executed, hooks the leg, center of the ring, kick out at 2.
See how he said he's waited a long time for this moment? He hasn't thought about this moment though. Think about the possible injuries he could get again here tonight.
I'll have you know that I sat down with Rob Barnes.
Oh.
I had an interview with Rob Barnes, and Rob Barnes told me he did think about it. He's thought a lot about this. He's put more thought into this decision than any decision he's ever made in his life. Big boot from the Aussie. Rob Barnes going up top. Rob Barnes from the top rope dives to the outside crossbody on Rubio, on X, and on Gustavo Mendoza. Tell me he doesn't look ready.
He just jumped off the top rope and landed on his IQ. Very risky maneuver for a man with a near career-ending neck injury.
A smart maneuver for someone who wants to end the numbers game, and that's exactly what he did, if at least for a moment. Gustavo Mendoza into the corner. Rob Barnes coming back, drives that knee. Reversal again, Rob Barnes. Leaping elbow. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness! X had a wrench! X had a wrench and he just hit Rob Barnes in the back of the neck.
Hey, I think we're gonna need somebody out here.
Come on. Come on, no.
Well, we remember how Gustavo Mendoza used to break people's arms.
Don't do this, come on! Don't do this! Don't do this! You've gotta be kidding me!
Hey, come on, don't do this, don't do this.
There's no place for this! There is no place for this!
Oh my good Lord! It's Kurt Angle!
The Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle has entered the World Gym Arena!
You want to break someone's neck? Why don't you break my neck? I broke my neck quite a few times. Wrestling isn't about ending someone's career. It's about winning and losing graciously. But you three are too stupid to even realize that. I'll tell you what. You ever do this again, I promise I will come back and break all your freaking necks. Oh, it's true! It's damn true!
We are going to need medical attention for Rob Barnes, but thank God for Kurt Angle, who, to the shock of the Row Nation, has arrived here at the Reality of Wrestling. It's Summer of Champions. What is going to happen next? Stay tuned to the Row to find out. We're back next week with more action from Summer of Champions 3.
Call him the general manager for one night. I hope you're ready because I know you're gonna love it. It's gonna be good.
Alpha. Bravo. Alpha.
In today's society, you're taught and you're expected to stay in your lane, to ensure safety and security to the said leader, to make sure that said leader makes it to the top and stays at the top. But what happens when that said leader can't help you excel in your career? What happens when that said leader can't help you give back to your community, provide for your family? To maintain yourself in a supporting role of a feeble leader like that is beta material. Me, I'm an alpha. I will give back to my community. I will support my family, and I will go down in history as one of the best performers in this business. Are you beta? Or are you alpha?
Hey, Dana. You know, so you didn't respond to my phone calls last week, and I was just trying to celebrate with you, you know, because I won the title, and you're my best friend, and I was just trying to see, you know, I had an endless amount of food, and, you know, we were playing video games.
I don't want to celebrate with you. You just don't understand.
Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, unbelievable. But we also have to talk about Rob Barnes, who makes his triumphant return this week in our main event.
I wish Rob Barnes would use his old noggin, because he shouldn't be returning to the Reality Wrestling ring. He had to sign a waiver to compete in this match.
Well, that and so much more is here to come this week on another edition of Summer of Champions. The Reality of Wrestling starts right now.
His opponent from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 300 pounds, he is the thoroughbred, Sean Studd!
Here he comes, TP, the thoroughbred, the second generation giant, Sean Studd. Different attitudes lately, TP, and I think it's an attitude that's gonna make him a winner here in Reality of Wrestling.
hard to argue with that. I haven't exactly been a fan of what we've been seeing from Sean Studd in terms of the way he's been conducting himself outside of the ring. But inside the ring, he has been more impressive than ever here at the Reality of Wrestling. The second generation giant, the thoroughbred, Sean Studd in action this week on the road. And we want to remind everyone at home, still to come in our main event this week, the return of Rob Barnes.
That's right, Sean. I don't know who you are, kid, but you drew the short straw tonight. Oh!
What a presence Sean Studd is. Oh my goodness!
Boom!
From a seated position, a choke slam. Absolutely academic.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Sean Studd.
I believe Sean Studd. You know, the Olympics just passed Brad Gilmore. I think he just set a world record for fastest match.
You don't need a photo finish for that one. The winner was clear.
You people see this? You people see this? That's what happens when you tell the thoroughbred to wait. That's what happens when you tell the thoroughbred to get to the back of the line. No one in that locker room deserves a title shot more than me. No one. Do people know who my father is? A WWE Hall of Fame legend. And I'm getting sidetracked to the back of the line. I'm the thoroughbred Sean Studd, and I'm sick of waiting.
Sean Studd, not a happy camper.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Brad Gilmore, don't make him angry.
Sean Studd said no one deserves a championship match more than him. I tend to agree with him.
What's up, guys? It's Booker T, the president of Reality of Wrestling. I'm going to be taking a little vacation, me and the Queen, Charmel. But got something special for you guys. I got a very special guest that's going to stand in for me.
Stand!
But it's my birthday.
You know, Show House of Hardcore, you come out here tonight, you're wasting my time. And I always said a long time ago, you gotta represent yourself in the ring as well as out of the ring as champion. And guess what, son? You're not doing that. So tonight, being the president, owner, CEO of all this here, I got the power to strip you of this right here.
What? Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Now you, wait a minute. I can do whatever I want to do. Now you and this clown right here, get y'all up out of my arena. Now!
What? El Capitan, no more, Brad Gilmore! What is going on here?
We have breaking news if you are just joining us here on the Reality of Wrestling. The party is over. Gino has been stripped of the Reality of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship by decree of the boss man himself, Booker T.
For what? For what? The man is legitimately injured, Book. He's legitimately injured.
Lo que pasó esta noche es una vergüenza. Booker, growing up, I looked up to you, Booker. You were some type of mentor to me.
Oh my goodness, a Davidson driver! And you know what comes next, Brad?
455!
The Reality of Wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
He's 15 feet in the air! Brian Jacob up top! Oh, look at this! Oh my goodness!
Won't testify.
Oh, connect flush!
Look at you, dig that. Boom.
Welcome to the Reality of Wrestling and Summer of Champions 3. Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore and the Row Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. Gino has been stripped of the Reality of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. More than a year undefeated. It's all over, Brad Gilmore.
Well, he's still undefeated. He was unjustly stripped of that championship by Booker T.
He didn't defend the title when he was supposed to. He hasn't been handling himself like a champion.
His finger was broken. Have some compassion.
Well, let's talk about what happens now. J.J. Blake and Evan Snow, the brand new Reality of Wrestling ranking system, has placed them number 1 and number 2 respectively.
But you know who number 1 is? That's the Dynamite Adonis, J.J. Blake. They should just give him the championship. Just hand it over to him.
Just give it to him.
He's number 1. He's number 1 in the rankings, and he's number 1 in my heart.
Well, number 2 is Evan Snow, who can equally be number 1. And those two will face each other next week